Alright folks, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Deya and we're having a look at Service Please, which is a 3% pale ale brewed in collaboration with Service Works, and this is described as Nectaron and Citra hops in a low ABV brew for perfect post-service refreshment. Service Please. Really nice artwork on this, and this actually, they're part of another collaboration that they did. Of course, Service Works do, like workman's sort of garments, which I think a lot of different tradespeople in like restaurants and stuff, I think they use their garments as well. That's how they sort of like market themselves. And they did a collaboration, and I was on the lookout for like a nice sort of like workwear type jacket, from maybe Carhartt or Dickies. And then this just popped up on my Instagram feed, and I thought, oh, let me have a look at that. Not too badly priced, really, for a jacket that I'd be paying probably 2 to 3 times more if I were to opt for Carhartt or Dickies. I do think having Carhartt in your wardrobe is like one of those staples, sort of like an Addy colour tracksuit. So yeah, I thought I can easily justify I need a good jacket, so I ordered it. First time round, I didn't realise, but I'd ordered a small, and I don't know if you've guessed, but I am far from a small, so I was absolutely gutted. So instead of just sending it back and requesting an exchange, because I was worried they might sell out, I thought, fuck it, just buy an extra large and send the other one back. So I did. They did a bundle with obviously the jacket, the beer, and really nice engraved, what are they called now? Bar blade. Nice black bar blade with white detailing. And yeah, and I know it's obviously not completely intended for this, but the pocket, this small like pocket on the jacket, is perfect to put your bar blade in. And if you've got another bar blade like this Cloudwater one, which I think actually belongs to Paul from PA Brew News, you can put that in there as well. So instead of getting your pens out, if you're a seasoned drinker, it's for your bar blades. Or your vape. You can put your vape in there. It's perfect. Yeah, really nice material. It's got that sort of like very rigid, so it's going to last. But at the same time, it's not too heavy, so it's quite lightweight. The only thing I would say, very minor gripe, but in the same breath, I'm actually quite happy, is it's not the most generous extra large. Although if it were to be a bit bigger, if I got a 2XL, don't know if they manufacture it in the 2XL, it'd be like my track sweatshirt that I bought. It'd just be too baggy, and it makes me look even bigger than I am. And I think the whole like workwear, I mean, it doesn't look like it's fitting well because I'm sat down on the floor and I'm slumped up. But it's really comfortable. And yeah, and I really think if you're a man of size, then going for that sort of like Dickies, Carhartt, Midwest, steel worker, I think that's a really good vibe. And there's almost like a chef sort of vibe about this as well. It's the perfect piece of apparel. It's the perfect garment for someone who is just basically sat in the office all day. So yeah. Plus, I really like the design. I like the simplicity of the logo. Plus, the actual label, which actually comes attached to the big pocket there. I just really like the design. I like the branding. And it was either a navy one or like a really, really nice dark green. But when it comes to like workers' jackets and chore jackets and stuff, I do like them in a dark navy. But anyway, you're not here to talk about that. You're here to talk about the beer. This is take 2 because I got interrupted. So we shall just fill it up as if nothing happened. We'll forget that I've already sniffed it and tasted it, and we'll just have another look at it. And it looks, I would say on camera, or at least how I'm seeing it on my screen, that's a bit more hazier and chunkier looking than it actually is. It's more like a cloudy sort of like lemon juice look to it. You could tell that it's a lighter ABV pale. Really nice, one finger's worth of white head. But yeah, I mean, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Really, really nice. Unfortunately, I've got the merch, I've got the beer, and I've got the bottle opener, but I don't have a Deya glass, or I think I did, and then I sold it on Vinted, because I just went through loads of stuff and sold it. Loads of like my brewery merch that I've bought, well, not loads of it, a few pieces of my brewery merch have been sold on Vinted. They seem to sell very well, actually, but yeah. It's took a sip without sniffing it. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. I did get an interesting notification that they've, I don't know if they've removed or flagged a video for medical misinformation. And it was like a beer review from, well, with it being either last year or the year before, I might have made a joke about COVID. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. And I'm not going to go sit back and watch myself, because I hate watching myself on camera. So, I don't know, should I appeal it? Does it look, is that like a sign of guilt if I don't appeal it? Well, of course it's because you're not appealing. If you don't appeal something, then chances are you're like, oh, they've got me. But no, it's just a really, really weird notification to receive. Anyway, not that I've put any sort of ounce of effort into this channel over the last 18 months. Comes in waves. The last batch of videos, I'd completely forgotten that it was scheduled. So the titles are incorrect. There was no information in the video description. And all the thumbnails were of the worst possible angles of me in each video. So I managed to get my MacBook working. It's not charging all the time, because that's how I like edit all videos, because it's so fucking faffy to copy and paste and type a video description on an iPhone. So yeah, hopefully I can get me MacBook charger to work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if I don't, I can't use it without the charger plugged in. And if I do charge it and then take it out, 100% battery can sometimes at most last an hour. So yeah, it is what it is. There's got to be better efficient ways. Maybe I need to change up what I put in the video description. I don't know. Just leave me alone. It's so good. On the nose, it's just pure lemon. There's almost like a Fanta lemon vibe about it, which I'm all about. Criminally underrated soft drink. That would rank highly on a tier list. Really would. Another underrated one, fizzy Vimto or sparkling Vimto. Oh, wonderful. I'm just more of a Pepsi Max sort of person. I drink way too much of it. It's done me teeth no favours. Even though there's hardly anything in it that's bad for you, there's obviously other stuff that's in there. It's carbonated, so that's never good on your system. And I make the mistake of like drinking a can before I go to bed, so I'm all gassy and bloated while I'm trying to sleep, and it's not good. It's not good. I don't like still water because it's just not nice. So sparkling water, but again, that's ridiculously gassy sometimes. But yeah, it is what it is. And this just really smells like Fanta lemon, which I'm all about it, and I'm going to get myself a bottle for work tomorrow. Almost has like that smell of like a lemon iced Calypso lolly. You know, the one that comes in like the triangular spherical thing. carton, not carton. You know what I mean, and you push it up. And I liked it because by the time you finished it, you're going to have quite a bit left in the bottom that's all melted. Nice little drink. That's what it smells like. On the note, on the taste, he's messed up so many times. And that carries through perfectly in that sort of same vein. Although not as like artificially sweet, because they're always full of sweeteners, aren't they, and things like that. But yeah, it's very, very lemony. There's a gentle sweetness to it. Light-bodied, as you would expect for a 3% beer. It's not one of those pale ales that, even though it's 3%, it still somehow manages to be a creamy pale ale. This is just a little bit dry, crisp, not thin. Just an absolute thirst quencher. Now, like I said, I don't know if I said this in the first take or I mentioned it earlier in this video, but I've never done a hard day's work in the job that I do. And don't come at me if you work either in an office or a call centre and tell me that it's a hard job. You sat on your arse, right? You're on the phones, you sat in front of a computer, you're typing, you might get into a back and forth, but never come at me, tell me how hard your job is when you're office based, unless it's like a really strenuous, you know, industry that you're working, of course, because, you know, there have been moments where I've had to, you know, take a step back because I get overly stressed. But yeah, so I could imagine if you've done a hard day's slog in a factory or a warehouse or whatever, very manual work, or you've done stuff in the garden, raked all those leaves up, that sort of thing, this would be the perfect beer to just sit back and just sink down. It's so easy drinking. And it fits the brief perfectly. It really, really does. You know, they're not trying to push it out there, you know, like the Saturated series or anything like that. It's not a big, bold, hypey sort of pale ale. It's just a really unique collaboration. And it fits, like I said, fits the brief perfectly. After you've had a hard day's work, you just want to get in and just sink a couple of cans of this. It's nice and refreshing. The lemony character just really cuts through nicely. It has a slight, almost like Radler feel to it, which I'm all about. And yeah, man, it's just really, really nice. Sorry, just rolling my sleeves up, because I always have to have jacket sleeves rolled up. It's just one of my things. That's the makeup of my wardrobe and style. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more chefy it looks. Like, I could imagine a really like hipstery cafe in London, and the staff all wearing these sort of jackets, because I think that's who they like cater to, as well as like people just wearing it as like part of the casual wear, because, you know, it's a really good look, the whole like workman's sort of thing. But I can imagine a lot of builders, brewers. It's a perfect brewing jacket. And yeah, it's just a really good quality, robust yet lightweight garment, and a beautiful colour. The material feels nice. It's understated. It's just the only thing, like I said, if it was just a little bit bigger for an XL, then we'd be, you know, perfect. But as is, I'm very, very happy with this purchase. It fits my aesthetic perfectly. And it's a really, really nice beer from Deya. I think they're going to soon be... Are they releasing another variant of Steady Roller Man, or is it going to be another saturated beer? The saturated in Citra, one of the best beers that I've had this year. And I've not, you know, I'll never bullshit. There was a time where I thought Deya had gone into quite a lull. Steady Rolling Man just was not tasting like it used to, not hitting those high notes. And that could be down to a number of things, because I think they amped up the production, or like changed things about just based on the production of that beer because of how popular it was. But yeah, some of the IPAs and pales that I'd had just weren't really hitting that sort of that peak that they had. I don't think they've peaked. I think that, you know, going from strength to strength, as you know, quite a few breweries still are. But you know, Verdant had that sort of like period as well, didn't they? Where it was like, it's just not there. But that saturated in Citra was just, oh, terrific. That's exactly what I want in a hazy double IPA. And this, yeah, perfect post shift drink, or because the weather's been somewhat nice, even though we're heading towards November. Just sat in the garden. This would be perfect if they re-released this, or maybe had the same or similar recipe, just with obviously a different name and different branding. This is a perfect summer sipper. Really is a sipper. SIPA, and it's also SIPPER. Brewers abbreviations. But yeah, that's really nice. And yeah, very happy. I like the jacket, I like the bar blade, and I like the beer. And probably by the time that I upload this, there'll probably still be some of the garments left. But yeah, go check out Deya, because that's why you're here mainly, isn't it? But also go check out Service Works, because some of the other stuff that they've got, just like the plain version of these jackets, are really nice, especially the green one. Part of me thinks I should have gone for that green one just because it's a little bit different, but I think this sort of garment in navy is just classic. And when I rock up to work tomorrow in this nice vibrant graphic tee, me ridiculously skinny black skinny jeans, and then my now do a go, oh mind you, I could wear me Lucy and Yak dungarees under this. I've become very fashion conscious recently. What's that term that they used? What's that term they use where it's the same as like always blossomed, or what's it called? But I'm very pleased with not this aesthetic, because this you just can't fix. But yeah, I just dress really fucking good. And for someone who hates themselves and never says a good thing about themselves, let me have that. Let me have that my taste in music, art, beer, and clothing is somewhat making up for this travesty and this absolute horrendous gut that I have. But it is what it is. Anyway, so if you tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. And yeah, links to both commodities, that's not the right word, will be in the description. And yeah, I've taken up way too much of your time. I do apologise. You all take care, stay safe, and back to work I go. It's perfect. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect for that. What is that pocket for? What's that slim, narrow pocket for? Answers in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. Messed up. Thank you all for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. I do look like I'm the member of Blossoms that they don't talk about though. Bye.